How's everybody doing? Top of a fresh new week here. Welcome, Elton. I almost said Eldon. I combined you and Keldon. Elton, Keldon, Cathedora, JS, welcome. How terrific, good to see you. It's been a little, how are you doing? Scotty's doing great. Always love hearing that. Oh, I got a perk up little Scotty bear in the back here. He's just lounging. Bayan, Chris, Cathedora. I hope everyone's doing well. As for myself, I'm doing good. I've been keeping busy, as always, really, but that's a good thing. I'm busy with things that I really enjoy doing, which I'm very grateful for. Blaka over on YouTube chat and Twitch chat. It's always good to see that beautiful face. You can call me Jay. Okay, I'll do my best to remember that. Since we both have J names, that will probably be a little easier for me. But yeah, my weekend was good. It was a lot of rest and rehearsal. One of the projects, the newer project that I've been working with, is getting ready for our first show ever, which is very exciting. It's a all-instrumental ensemble called the Straw Fox Orchestra, and it's really, really fun. It's me with another violinist cellist for a string section, and then we have clarinets and flutes, and rhythm section, so an upright bass, drums, auxiliary percussion, a banjo player, and a lead guitarist. The lead guitarist arranges all the music, but it's coming together really, really well, and it's been in the works for so long. Like, I was invited to the first iteration of this group years and years and years ago, but the leader felt like it wasn't quite what he wanted it to be, so he took some time to rearrange things. And I'm really excited. The first show is going to be in October. Since it's so many players, we only rehearse like once a month to make sure everyone is still up to date on the material and like fix things if we need. So I had a rehearsal for that yesterday, which was really fun. And then the rest of my time, which is very uncommon for me, was spent recording. I've been feeling a little like, I think just unsettled lately and trying to figure out what I need to do to resolve that feeling. And I'm realizing more and more that whenever I've had this feeling, it means that there's a change coming in my future. And I want that change to be having more recorded things out there. I feel kind of embarrassed, like, talking about it out loud because I've said it to you guys so many times, but I just wasn't ready beforehand. And I've just been really committing to making sure I record at least a little bit every single day. And I'm making really good headway on my next one. At this point, I only need to add strings and then make a form for it, like repeating A, B, A, B, A, B, and maybe some like solos. But what I'm finding to be the hardest part of this process is I can't keep looking forward too much. I just got to do a little bit each day and trust that it will come together in the end. It's easy to get like overwhelmed in the middle of the process, be like there's way too much to do. So I'm just doing my best to do a little bit each day. There's nothing personal on this, so don't worry, mods, but I have a planner that I fill out every week, and at the bottom there's this thing called Habit Tracker, and it has each day where you can check off something. And so recording has been one of my daily tasks I'm checking off each week, and I already did a bunch today. I recorded banjo and some mandolin. I might redo the mandolin, we'll see. I'm getting better at the mandolin still, so it needs some practice. But yeah, I feel like I'm still in the stages where it's very daunting, but I want to put out my video game recording arrangements because I really enjoy doing them. And you guys keep asking me when I'm going to put it out so that you can see it. So that's already more enough of a reason for me to do it that a lot of artists don't get the opportunity to get. Like, imagine being told, hey, can you do this now, please? By people who want to listen to it before you even make it. Like, come on, girl. Ugh, my nose is still so stuffy. Every day with Joe's planner, deal with chat. Ugh, no, dude. I think especially working from home, I need this connection. I don't get out a lot. And so being able to finally talk to someone at the end of today after being on my own, listening to my recording, I'm grateful to be able to get out of my head for a second. So that's definitely not on the planner. If anything, it's like be grateful for chat on planner. How many instruments do you play? You're very talented. Thank you. There's a command for this. Is it how many? There we go. All of those are at different levels of competency. I think my best instruments are probably guitar and violin, but I can play piano, bass, and mandolin and banjo as well. I feel like I can't really call myself an accordion player because I mainly just use the right hand. But I have one and I add it to things. Let's see, what do I want to do to start off today? I kind of want to do Guarplane from Xenoblade Chronicles. So, I'm trying to figure out as I'm like feeling really motivated to keep recording more, I might track some strings live to what I've created so far. So I was going to show you guys a preview of what I recorded so far. I'm doing a rendition of Devil's Lab where I have the bass line finished, piano I think finished, the banjo's done, Mando I don't know yet, we'll see. I don't know if I want to add guitar or not. We might add guitar today and some string layering today to at least get a feel for it. So I will give you guys a sneak preview of that in a little bit once I play through some songs to get started today. Priority requests are open. I might close them at some point, we'll see. But I'm just figuring out how to quell some uneasiness lately. And one thing that has been on my mind is that I'm upset with myself for not recording more. So I'm trying to see if I can find the bridge between streaming and that to get both of those done effectively. Because I see streamers do it all the time. And while I might be clunky at it at first, I'm not going to get better at it until I start trying. So we're going to start trying. I'm very open to feedback throughout this process, if it's delivered in a, kind way. So your feedback means a lot. And it's helped me figure out pacing and things before. So I always feel comfortable letting me know how you feel the stream's going. So I'm going to start with Guarplane. I always like starting with something a bit more acoustic based. And this one has a nice kind of guitar acoustic vibe to it that I like. So let me cue up the track, and then I'll grab my violin and we'll press play. Oh, already unplugging myself. Okay, let's do it. so cool. For Yoru, Belchan, thank you very much for the follow. And Yogi, thank you for the raid. Please let me know if I can play something to say thank you. How was your stream today? What were you up to? Were you doing anything? Anything fun? Also, was anyone here in chat at TwitchCon this past weekend? I've gone for the past 2 years, but couldn't make it work for this year. And I was seeing so many people that I care about posting, and I was like, damn. The FOMO was real this past weekend. I really wish I was there. But hey, maybe it will give me an extra appreciation when I go next year. Because I feel like I'll probably go next year. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna do Poke Village next from Monster Hunter. Didn't go, but I watched a lot of the live streams. Me too. I was as well. Watching y'all music streamers live at TwitchCon would be fun. I was invited to be a part of the jam band with Dan, and I was seeing clips from that and was like, damn it. And Julie also invited me to play with her again. So I felt kind of like, oh crap, did I like really screw this up? But there was things that I did need to do here, and that I'm very grateful I got to do here as well. But again, I feel like it only kind of fuels my motivation to try and go next year and try and get this butt on stage. The lovely Xenoblade Chronicles soundtrack, which I could listen to all day, every day. I've been really enjoying that soundtrack as well as Genshin Impact lately. There will be more opportunities. I hope so. I hope they don't forget about me. Mario, it's good to see you. How are you doing this week? This is Poke Village from Monster Hunter Generations. I like to play the melody and then a little harmony on it. Thank you for gifting a sub to the Fico. And the Fico, major congrats to you. That is a wonderful accomplishment. An official graduated cellist. I know it takes a lot of work to get there. Trust me, I've been through it, at least on the violin side. But that's so wonderful. I'm so proud of you. How do you feel on the other side? I felt so many emotions after, where I was like, yay, but also, oh crap, what now? But also yay, and then also, oh no. And oh yays. I didn't have much of a plan. I just ended up packing my bags and moving to Nashville and hoping it would work out. And it did. You heard correctly, Tripwire. It feels amazing. It's all good. That's great. Congratulations. For Jay, since you gifted a sub, you did get a priority request. If that's something that you'd like, just let me or Mod know. Also, welcome, Tripwire. How are you? Let's see here. For Mario, he said I didn't expect that question, haha. But it was an okay week. Some work and days chilling around. Chilling I do like the most. There is something about a good chill. I wish I was a little better at it. I'm not very good at it. I think the closest I can get to chilling is when I really let myself get immersed in a game. I do really like the game I'm playing now, but when it gets frustrating, it gets very frustrating. I'm playing through a game called Eastward on the Switch. I really like it though. Like the artwork I think is very, very pretty. It's pixel style, but very detailed. And the music's been really enjoyable as well. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any music from it yet, but we'll see. I don't know if anything has stood out to me quite yet. But yeah, like, honestly, I think part of the reason I didn't go to TwitchCon this year was, one, I did have some commitments around this time, and it snuck around. It snuck up quicker than I thought it would be this year. But I've been really doing some, like, internal searching. Yes, I've been feeling somewhat unsettled throughout the year, and I was trying to figure out where that was coming from. And I kind of realized that a lot of it has to do with the fact that most of my work that I've been doing for music, outside of like playing for bands and things like that, has been a lot of prep. So me like, you know, making sure I took my violin lessons and was practicing like 3 hours a day and doing whatever I could to be as prepared as I could be. And trying to learn more genres of music on my own time and building a repertoire. And eventually I felt stuck and was starting to feel kind of down on myself and not knowing what I was trying to do anymore. And I've realized that a large chunk of that is because I think I want to stop spending as much time prepping and more time doing. But that also feels like a whole new world to me that is scary. So that's going to be recording and performance. Can you play One Winged Angel? Totally. I can do that for you. So, since it's daunting, I figured the best first step, if I'm feeling already overwhelmed by the prospect, was trying to do a little bit each day. And while that sounds kind of like a simple thing that, you know, everyone says is the easiest solution, but doesn't really feel like it's going to be a solution, it's been working because for the past week at least, I've committed the time I would typically transcribe or practice to recording. And I kind of want to show you what I was working on. I was thinking I might try and track strings to this live today. Because with some of these tracks, I do want to play over them on Twitch in replacement for some tracks. So one track that I love is from Final Fantasy VI called Devil's Lab. But I wasn't playing it as much because it was, you know, an older track that used MIDI tones, and I didn't think that my violin sounded really nice with it. And so I was like, what if I made my own version? So this is what I've been working on. Oh, wrong thing. Recorded the bass line. Strings here. So I'm going to obviously be like pasting sections of these with different instrumentation to make a full arrangement. The mandolin right now is temporary. I want to get a cleaner take of these. But I feel like the banjo, piano, bass, drums is done. So I just need to finalize string sections and the mandolin line. And then if I want to do solos. Hey, Bimby, you were totally asleep downstairs. You just sense when I'm streaming and you're like, I need to do this. So my goal is I want to make eventually... Again, I gotta try not looking in the future too much. I want to make a full album of video game arrangements that are featuring the acoustic instruments. After experimenting and trying so many different things, I found that this is what I feel currently in my creative space, really, really inspired by. I had a heart-to-heart with the mods. Mostly, me and Tripwire talked for a bit, especially. And, you know, I've talked with you guys openly about it too, and I just really, really want to find, I want to find my fire. And right now, this is what's making me excited and lighting me up. So I want to make a whole album of these acoustic inspired video game track arrangements that will feature primarily the same instrumentation of banjo, mandolin, violin, guitar. I do like the piano in there as well. I know it's not technically a string instrument. What do you think, Bimby? And as I get more comfortable with it, then, you know, we'll bridge into doing my original instrumental loops and then maybe get into recording my singing songs as well. Will, what's up? Joe, if you need a mixing engineer, I'm here to help you out. The recording process is quite overwhelming. Like, everything I have here is unedited audio at this point. There's no compression or EQing or anything yet, or panning or anything. I'm just trying to dive into it head first and then figure it out a little bit as I go. But let me know your guys' thoughts on the tracks so far. What do you think it might need? I was thinking I'd record some strings to it today. For Can, thank you for the raid rather. Randy is in the house. Hello, Randy. Is Randy then Can Uhu game? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. My name's Joe. This is my cat Kimchi. And I play over video game soundtracks, and I also make loop arrangements and sing on top of them, playing lots of different instruments. We did have a priority request for One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy. Yeah, your account is safe. That's good. Wait, did you mean like if we were like a hostile, mean group of people? That ain't us. I think the username is can you hug me? Oh, that's a new acronym for me. Look at him. What are you doing? Kimby. All right, I feel like I didn't do a very good job on this song the last time I performed it, so I really want to approach it with a vengeance. Station, thank you for gifting 2 subs. Thank you. How are you? I was doing my station lurks. I don't always say hi, but I do pop in. Bimby. You are a very stubborn little kitty. I gave you lots of attentions today, honey. You gotta let me do my work. And you can't jump on the no-no spot, okay? He is such a needy cat. A small step for Joe, a big step for mankind. Mario, thank you for the dono. I really appreciate that. Let me know if I can play you something. No pressure if you're just chilling. My lady. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, come on. Damn it. Get it, Ariel. Damn it! Oh! Kimchi just played with my emotions so hard. No, 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 sweetheart. I'm really sorry, but you can't sit on my lap right now. I gotta play music. We cuddled all day. Well, not all day, but I did give him lots of attention. No, sweetheart. You can't see it, but his little paws keep reaching out towards my thighs. Silver, thank you. Welcome, Erica and Chris. Chris, thank you for the bits. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Erica for the follow. Welcome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Here's some One-Winged Angel. I really like playing along to the Distant Worlds rendition. He's kind of scared, but very epic. thrilled to see so many people recognize One Winged Angel. I was like, this is a very scary moment for raiders to come in on. And more raiders! Allie, the Songery, thank you so much. And Baudis, thank you very much for the raid as well. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. I feel like I'm probably not saying it right. Welcome all of the raiders. I got a double raid. For Alia, how was your stream? One of my favorite music streams, sincerely. I love your creativity. I love your voice. I love your song choices too. I feel like we both like a similar kind of dark vibe to music that I am always happy to see on your channel. Welcome Raiders, my name's Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks. I also make loop arrangements and sing on top of them. I can actually show you one recording I'm working on rather, to put in the background to kind of introduce myself. But I play violin, of course. I also play piano and banjo, mando, guitar, bass, and those are included in a recording I'm working on now from Final Fantasy VI. This is called Devil's Lab. Maybe I'll try playing violin on it. So I played all of these instruments. I was going to record some strings to this live today. I'm starting to work on recording a full-length video game cover album, which is going to take me a long time, but I'm committing to recording on it every day, so I'm just doing the best that I can. This showcases, again, a lot of the instruments that I do play on the channel. I play Zelda music, Final Fantasy, Chrono Cross, and a lot of different things. I'm always adding new stuff to the song list. I also sing stuff and sing over covers and things like that. So if any of that interests you, I hope you consider hanging out. For our lovely raiders, I have a Skyrim loop that I put together. It's like one of the, I was looking for, what do they call it when it's like I was looking for tavern music. And I made a loop of a Skyrim tune that's kind of cool. Maybe I can do that one. The priority list is clear, so I might as well do that. I think it's called... I know it's like a later letter in the alphabet. A winner or something. Let's see. Because, like, the vision I have in my head for the video game, like, recordings and albums that I really want to do. Oh, it was a winner's tale. Sweet. As I want to have like a theme for each one. So with Devil's Lab, I'd probably want more like mischievous styled music, or maybe like battle-y kind of thing, something a bit darker. I would love to do one that's like fiddle music featured in video games, so we could do arbory whistles and like you know, unravel the Octopath Traveler fiddle pieces, and just have each one kind of be a certain vibe. because I've been practicing a lot of Celtic fiddle and I'm really enjoying fiddle music in general. So I'd love for that to be like a priority and a vision for one. Bar music, shanty. I've always thought shanty made me think of like pirate music, but I wasn't a pirate band for a while, so that might be why. I believe I think I have a version that has the guitar already on it, so then we can just like start layering all the other instruments. There's a lot of different layers in this one, so it helps to kind of like move along. For I Fart Hard, welcome. Yes, I was in a pirate band for like 2.5 years. It was all original music and it was awesome. It was honestly like the best paid gig I've ever done. And I learned a lot from those guys. I'm very grateful for that experience in my life. Goodness, we have such a big crowd here because of these raids now. Feeling a little shy. I'll do my best. Yes, we did. this one, I could do something more with it. But then at the same point where I'm like, oh, but should I mess with it? Because it is kind of meant to be a tavern simple song. Maybe more guitar movement rather than just the chords. Like playing the melody within the guitar part maybe. Could be kind of cool. I mean, I have the chords already down there, but... Jay, thank you. Maybe if I did the A minor up here. Like, I would definitely record violin too. I think I was thinking maybe I should change the guitar part or do, since there's 4 sections of it, maybe like one section doing the guitar doing the melody, or maybe just the mandolin doing a section. There's some variety that can be done there. I just don't know what to do with it yet. But I'm having a bit of a priority list now of like certain songs I'm trying to figure out how to rearrange and make a bit more comfortable. We've gone through a few and I'm feeling a lot better about where they're at. Saria's Song and Lost Woods and things like that. I really love doing the Bravely Default one, which I kind of want to do, but I don't know if I should get right into looping. I don't play the cello. A lot of people think this is a cello. It's actually a violin. I think it's just like a depth perception thing. There's been so many follows. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, everybody. It really means the world to me. Thank you. I was saying how I feel like I've been going through kind of like a kind of rediscovery with what I'm trying to accomplish with music. And it's just making me feel really motivated. So thank you so much for all the support. Again, I'm always adding new things to the song list and practicing new instruments and trying to keep this as interesting and, you know, worthwhile of a channel to follow and just thank you. Allie, you're the best. How have you been? I was gonna say, were you at TwitchCon? But I think I saw that you were streaming while TwitchCon was going on, so I think that means you probably weren't there. I've gone other years. I didn't go this year, and I was feeling the FOMO so hard. I was so upset I wasn't there. For Link Arrow, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I've been alright. No TwitchCon for me. Is it just not... Oh, you saying next time for real? Hey, if I hold you to it, then I'll also go. I was trying... That's not the phrasing I wanted. You get what I'm trying to say. 3-month gift subscription courtesy of Silver. Silver's the angel. Did I see, Silver, that you resubbed or... Oh no, it was bits that you gave. Oh no, you did resub. Thank you so much, Silver, for 60 months. That is incredibly epic. Thank you. Joe, you are a sweet, kind, Joe, amazing human being. You're loved. Thank you for making my life a better place with your streams for 5 years. Thank you. I was gonna say stop, and I was like, you shouldn't say stop. You should just say thank you. Silver, is there something I can play for you? Do you want me to try and do like Old Town or something like that? TwitchCon this year was meh. Was there anything that you felt like was missing? I've gone for the 2 years prior to this and had a good time. I have a lot of social anxiety though, so as I do have fun every year, I'm also like so tightly wound up in knots. Yeah, I can do that for you. Doc, what's up? Thank you for 44 months. I don't know if you were here earlier in stream, but I was showing one of the songs that I'm currently recording. I'm currently forcing myself to record every day, and it's resulted with the track being mostly done. I mean, not mixed or mastered or anything, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing that I've said I was going to do for years. Doc, let me know if I can play you something. For Old Town, that's this binder. Well, the music section for TwitchCon, like, for my 2 years that I went there, if you stay by the stage, like, that's where the music people are basically the entire time. Everything on your song list, that would be great. That would be a long stream. I do want to do one of those, like, rite of passage, it seems, like Twitch streams where you do 12 hours or something. But I feel like I would just crumble under the pressure. I don't know if I could do it. It seems too scary. Uh-oh, I see the beast. Don't sit on my lap, baby. I gotta play music. Let's see here. Maybe I'll be brave and try an improv loop since you're here, Doc. And by maybe, yeah, I'll just do one. I want to get better at just going for it. Old Town. So, like I said, Silverstorm's resub, 60 months. That's 5 years. And this channel and I have changed a lot in that time. And Tripwire, back in the day, did you transcribe all this VGM music? Yes. I transcribe all my music. I listen to it and write it out. It's sincerely one of my favorite hobbies. I love transcribing music. I find it to be really relaxing and fun. I was saying, yes. So when I first started streaming, I used to do improv over requests, and Silverstorm way back then, had me do improv over this song I'm about to play for you now. And so when I stopped doing improv, I learned this one especially for them because they've just been so incredibly supportive. And sincerely, I love the song, and I love that you introduced me to this song. I thought 40 was a lot. 40's a lot too. I can't believe I've been streaming for 5 years. That's like giving me a lot of different feelings. Mr. Kimchi, I know you want attentions, but I need to play music, sweetheart. I think my favorite taco I've ever had was in Austin when I went to play South by Southwest one year. Those tacos were so good. Just like, you know, nothing fancy. It wasn't a sit-down place. It was just a taco truck. But holy farts. Best tacos ever. Oh my god, Kimchi. He's being so needy. Stop it. Ow! Oh my god. He didn't mean to, but his back nails. Kimchi, stop sitting on my lap. You're very cute. I thought his derriere was wet for a second. I was horrified. I mean, I gotta trim its nails. That's my responsibility. I always get scared and then I like accidentally cut too close. Austin has the best tacos. San Diego has the best burritos. Fair? I'll have to get burritos next time I go to San Diego. Alright, let's start with a piano, I guess. always get worried I'm gonna mess up that piano part. Bass is next. Let's get more guitar. I grew up outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and I live in Nashville, Tennessee now.
This time he will break down. She lost trust, so she must know what's lost. The system has broke down. Romance has broke down. This boy is cracking up. This boy is broken down. This boy is cracking up. This boy has broke down. She plays it hard, she plays it tough, but that's enough, her love is over. She broke his heart and that is rough, but in the end he'll soon recover. The romance is over. This boy is cracking up. This boy is broken down. This boy is cracking up. This boy has broke down.
Joe, for real? You were able to convince Kimchi to not do bad boy cat things. Thank you. That was kind of out of character for him. I'm like kind of caught off guard. For Rowdy Rodriguez, the mix here is so good. Thank you. I feel like I'm always every stream trying to listen so closely and figure out how to do it better. Like for this one, I feel like I need to do something with the drums. They sound very like bright and they're not blending as well as I'd like. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it though. For anyone who's new, by the way, welcome. My name's Joe. I play over video game music soundtracks and also make loop arrangements and sing on top of them, or instrumentals as well. I kind of wanted to try and do an improv loop. There was an idea I had on the piano last week that I didn't end up going through with. I think it was like, oh, the bass is plugged in. Wasn't it? Let me... I could have sworn I had some idea with an augmented coordinate. I want to like just mess around on the piano and see if I can remember it. For Zetnar, thank you! Thank you for a resub. I really appreciate that. That does give you a priority request if that's something that you'd like. No pressure if you're just chilling though. I just keep thinking about the first chords in Fallout. I think that's what it is. I wish I could remember this idea I had from before, and now I'm trying to find it. So I should probably just move on from that idea. And if it comes back, it comes back. What did I write here? Oh, this is an old set list I had. That's what that was. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Like an E, and then I do a minor chord to an augmented as like a dramatic intro and then go from there. Before I get into that, because it's probably going to take me a while, let me knock out the Woven Storm first for Zetnar, which is me playing along with a track. A very delicate, lovely piece. Let's see. From The Witcher 3. I'm gonna do this by ear. I think I remember it. I have to remember after that one to like dodge to crank the volume back down. That track's super quiet. So if autoplay happens, we're all doomed. Setnar, thank you. That used to be a song, believe it or not, I was like very scared of playing. People think oftentimes that like, you know, the things that are hard on violin are actually not very difficult. And the things that sound really simple are really hard. It's a very sensitive instrument, so doing a song that's soft and slow is like very revealing as a player. So I'm gonna try and do some sort of an improv loop here. I kind of like the idea of the augmented minor thing. Then like resolve it to the major B. Is that too dramatic? E flat maybe? So let me raise it an octave here. text a postcard sent? Do you mean to the P.O. box? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I'm not quite sure where I'm going yet with this. So if I did that, then I could go to like a D flat. We'll see. I might run with this. I might try something else. But regardless, I am going to take my first break. We've, believe it or not, already been going for an hour and a half. And I just need a quick restroom break. And then I'm either going to commit to that or make up some other sort of improv loop. I can't tell if I feel stuck in that idea. I might just need to do something completely different. But thank you so much for Babbling Brook. Thank you for the follow. Cool. I also saw someone said, finally, a talented girl on Twitch. And if you're saying finally, you are missing out on a huge, wonderful community. I just don't think you might be trying to look yet. But shout out Justine Griffin, Carrie Ann Music, The Songery, Cara Comparetto. The list goes on and on. Carmela, Raquel. I could literally keep going all day, every day. So I don't think it's a finally issue. It might be a search history issue. And I think all the women on Twitch are awesome personally. And I'm proud to be one of them. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna use the restroom. Yeah, if everyone in chat could actually post some of their favorite female streamers, I think that would be a wonderful, wonderful place to introduce. From Mr. Jungle, thank you for the follow as well. I will be right back. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm back. Just needed to feed the Kimby. He had some left there, but he just wasn't touching it. Thank you, everybody, for shouting out some of your favorite talented woman streamers. If I can go on a short tangent about that, I think many of us could obviously see why there's an issue with that compliment. But what I dislike the most about that is it's a compliment that is also, in a way, trying to isolate a woman streamer and turn them against their own community, which I really, really don't like. I don't like at all the prospect of kind of categorizing all of these different women on these different pedestals of what is proper or what they should be doing. Alana Madi, yep. Elena, I always do that. I might have still gotten it wrong. But I really, really, really dislike that one. I'm sure with some rest she'll feel better. I hope she does soon. Liv's amazing. Again, you could just go on and on and on about it, but that's always been one of my least favorite things about it. It was something that I unfortunately saw a lot of at Berkeley. I already kind of talked about this. And of course not like the pros and the wonderful things I've gotten from Berkeley are massive, but one thing that was a big problem was that the school at the time that I went was 70% male, 30% female, and a lot of the females there were vocalists. So there was unfortunately not a huge percentage, but a problematic amount of people that would talk to the female instrumentalist and be like, oh my God, a girl here who's actually a musician, a girl here who's actually talented. And that always bothered me so much. I was like, you know, trying to put down vocalists, but you can't even hold a note, and I'm tutoring you in ear training. You know what I mean? Like, no. So that will always be something that I will try and make an example of. So I apologize if that made anybody uncomfy. But if I see that in chat, I just can't condone that and allow that to exist in the community, because I don't like that. I will say, working in the music industry after the past 10 years or so now, it is really exciting to see more and more and more and more women on stage. And it makes me really excited, because being a woman entering the rock world, which was my first experiences on stage, I was a lot of the time one of the only girls on stage. And that's not because there wasn't talented girls ready to fill that space, but because it didn't feel like a safe and welcoming area, if I'm being completely honest. I felt really uncomfortable entering at first because of some few isolated experiences. But that is changing, and that rhetoric that we saw before is one of the reasons why there wasn't a lot of women on stage prior, because it's a hostile environment to get into. And I would like to always take an opportunity to explain why that's so damaging. Anyway, thank you. Let's do an improv loop, even though I'm terrified to try. I think I felt stuck on the piano, so why don't we go to the guitar? That's another instrument that I feel comfortable kind of like experimenting on. So, maybe I'll do 4/4. I think I'll do, I guess I don't need to decide between a 4/4 or 3/4 yet. Yeah, let me just mess around on the guitar for a second, see if I can find something that I like. Thank you, as always, everybody, for being such a safe, wonderful environment for me to talk openly about these things. I wasn't trying to be preachy towards any one of you individual, well, towards one individual, but everyone else is wonderful. So let's see here. I kind of like this already, so this is some form of like an A sus. I kind of like the idea of like the top note first. I'm gonna try by just starting with that as an intro and then seeing what comes to mind after. For a Rolling River, he was trying to light a fire, for sure. There's always that like kind of tough moment where you're like, should I just ignore it or should I say what I'm thinking? But that is something in particular that I am honestly passionate about. So I love taking an opportunity to open up a conversation. So I got to, it's confusing, is the top note is not the top string, so I have to keep that in mind while I'm strumming it and focus on the B string. And we'll see what comes after that. So my tempo is like I want to read this before we start. From Old Man Loves Cheese. Hey Joe, I saw that underhanded comment earlier and would like to say, as a father of a 10-year-old girl, that girls rule, boys rule. Try not to dwell on ignorant comments. I'm definitely not dwelling, but I know I'm not going to change their mind. And in fact, they left chat, so I guess I wasn't talented enough. But I think it's an important conversation to keep alive, and even just taking the opportunity to have everyone list their favorite female streamers was a really pretty moment to see out of a not so pretty comment, you know? And don't get me wrong, I love my guys. I love my guys, my girls, my non-binary folk. Let's see. So I'll clip the good part. So if that's our intro, maybe I could go. So we're in the key of A. Maybe I could do this in a lower octave. Do I want alternate bass though? That could be like a bridge between them. Like, not an actual bridge, but a way to tie it together maybe. I like where it's going, but this could be smoother. I did. Dun, dun. See, Mario? It should be in this spot. I'll put that down here. I know it's not very complicated, but we're still going for it. I think I might go for piano next, actually. some lower ends on this, so let's just add a really simple line. See if I can start learning things. a stream. What were you doing today? My favorite French streamer. I was just working on an improv loop. Nothing too fancy. Just trying to get braver for just going for it, you know? I kind of want to do an octave. How did Cuphead go today? Let's just do... I kind of want to noodle on the mandolin. I've been practicing my alternate picking. It's so hard playing fast. Yay! Okay, I'm happy I continued with it. There's a part of my head that, like, this comes up a lot when I loop, where I'm like, man, this isn't worth pursuing, is it's only 2 chords and it's not doing a bunch of complicated things. But the more I keep learning songs, the more I realize that the chord structures to things are almost always way simpler than I realize, and it's just how you put it together. And so while I am still actively kind of fighting my inner dialogue as I go, I'm happy that I'm at least continuing with it, you know? Thank you for the follows, by the way. I really appreciate it. Especially when I see follows when I'm doing something that makes me super nervous. It makes me feel relaxed. Men, Surfing Board only has 1 chord and that song is awesome. Exactly, like the one I'm recording now, I was like surprised when I looked at it that it was only really 3 chords happening almost the whole time. I was like, I gotta stop trying to like make so many things happen at once. For Rune, by the way, your comment when I read that halfway through gave me motivation to keep going, so thank you. I was being like, oh no, am I having this take too long? And then I saw what you wrote and I was like, okay, let's keep going. I can do this. So I want to try something really quick. This is, again, I've been trying kind of like some new things on stream. One is getting myself to do more improv things and shorter loops like that. But I'm also working on a bunch of recordings currently, and I really want to focus on recording being my next main focus. I've taken a break from my violin lessons and kind of cut down on some practice time so I can focus on recording. So I want to put out a damn video game album, like my covers. And in the past week, I put this together from Devil's Lab. And I wanted to try and record some strings on it. I'm only going to do like a few passes of each, so this isn't going to be a huge chunk of the stream. I just want to take a good like 10 minutes max and try and just get some violin harmony and layer on what I've already done, because then it's going to motivate me to continue doing it and see what's working and what's not doing. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Thank you, Hedges. A part of me was like, do I want to save this? Because it's so simple, but I always save my improv loops and I let you guys decide what we should name it. So if anyone has any recommendations for what this little improv loop I made should be named, I would love to know. For Silver, have a wonderful sleepy times. Thank you for the resub for, again, an epic 60 months. Thank you so, so much. And I hope that everything's going well with you. Elton, thank you. What should we name our improv loop? No kimchi, no cables. He's been better with cables, but he still jumps there all the time, which is so annoying. Fairy dust? I do kind of like a wafting kind of vibe, but the word wafting makes me think of farts. I think because, didn't Fat Bastard say that in Austin Powers? Wasn't he like wafting? I'll call it wafting, but not the fart kind. It's beautiful. Thank you, One Never Forgets. I just only think of fart when I hear the word wafting. Zeppelins scare me, as I feel like I only think about them crashing. That's dark. My apologies. Okay. I want to try and record strings. This is something I haven't done on stream before, trying to record something live with you guys. I'm just going to do a pass of it and do some harmonizing and then call it. So these might not be the final takes, but it will get me going. Okay, so this is what I've been recording. Let's start with the low violin harmony. I like doing the low ones first. I feel like a part of my journey that I've gotten to like realize with your guys' help is that I've been trying to play a lot of these different instruments and different vibes. I just feel like acoustic strings just make my heart the happiest. I think it might just be because a lot of things are moving in such an electronic direction that I love the, what's what I'm looking for? The like complete sincerity of an acoustic string. And so being able to like feature them in my recordings is definitely what I want to do. I am still going to like, experiment with synth things, and I've been experimenting with electric guitar as well, and I have the electric bass with this, but I want my recordings to be a celebration of acoustic strings. Maybe part of that's because I moved down south, I don't know, but I'm still always a New Englander at heart. But so let's see if I can get a layer of strings and I'll harmonize it. Oh, it was turned down, so I wasn't ready. I called it wafting, but not the fart kind. I'm gonna try that again. Oh, I just have to not check this box. That's an help. Okay, let's try that again. That should work. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I'm not gonna get scared and run away. I can do this. Let's record a harmony. I need to make them more rhythmic to blend in. And we'll fade that out. Maybe play a low octave on the melody there. Okay. I still am trying to figure out the form I'm gonna make for this. But being able to mess around on it a little bit with you guys does help me a bit. I'm gonna show you guys on Thursday some of the progress that I've made with it. I want to try and take a mindset of like weekly goals where I'm working on a recording and then I show you by the end of the week where it started and where it goes. Oh, I gotta put this on silent. My apologies. I feel like this needs me to... Here's where my problem is, right? I can see first that I just need to record strings, but I'm already thinking about the form and I'm like, man, I feel like this needs a bunch of like ripping solos on this. And I know that's going to take a lot of work to figure out a violin solo and like a mando solo maybe. Maybe a banjo solo. There's so many cool things I could do that would make this sound so much better. But after 1 week, that's what I got so far. By the end of the week, I'm going to show you the progress. This is something new I'm trying. I haven't tried doing this sort of thing live ever. But I'm hoping that by starting it, it will normalize the process and encourage me to continue doing it. So that I can finally get some more recorded things out there for you guys to hear. Thank you for letting me experiment. I really appreciate it. And that will be the next video. I don't know what the video will look like. I was like, do I need to dress up all like lab techy? Or I feel like would that be cringe? I feel like that's kind of cringy. But I like to like set the vibe to kind of give the theme to what the song is, but I don't know how I'm gonna film this. We'll see. Well, I'm gonna take a break from the scary things of improv and trying to record in front of you guys. And do a couple tracks to get comfy. And then we'll go back to looping, I think. Listening to this makes me want to do Bravely Default / Octopath Traveler music. Do you do live improv shows? No. I've been... Well, I did actually twice. I'm lying to you. I did do it. I feel like this is like the direction that people want me to go in, and I've been resisting it so hard. And so I'm trying to just embrace it more. Nova, what's up? Have a good night's rest for Scotty. It's always lovely to see you. Maybe we'll get to meet up at TwitchCon next year. But yeah, that's my goal. I'm really determined, and I'm ready to make a change. Night, Elton. What do I want to do to shake off some of my nerves? I think I want to do... I want to do Trust the Merchant. I love this one. Pause that. My E string definitely went out of tune. For Art, thank you for the kind words. Thank you. How are you doing today? So, this is a song I don't normally pull out. Honestly, normally because physically pulling it out, it's just a bit cumbersome. I loved this piece so much that I wanted to write out all the parts so that I could really understand how it got put together and why I like it so much. And so I could eventually make a recording of it. And since we're talking about recordings, I want to pull it out and maybe start putting it together. Maybe, we'll see. So I'm going to do this one real quick. Flatlands. So this one is called Flatlands from Octopath Traveler, and I think it's a really beautiful piece. One of my favorites from this game. My violin's out of tune. I should fix this. Let's do it. Because I hear this and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm excited at like the prospect of making this a loop as well. For Omega Man, thank you! For 500 bits, thank you! Please let me know if I can play something for you. Like, oh, sorry. I would love to have the strings still doing that bum 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 bum. But I could also make something really pretty with the guitar and that and the mandolin. Like a drop D. can't do bar chords if I drop that though. Well, that's okay. Anonymous, thank you. Oh my goodness. I almost want to try and loop this. I don't really like the high string on the guitar going. So that's an F sharp to a G. It would be weird to do that on the bass. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. So if I did the F sharp there, I could go. Then I definitely want to do drop D again. Let me at least tune this back to normal. Let's get it go to the top. I don't know how I'd put that together yet. It's hard to not just want to like duplicate exactly what I'm hearing, but it would be fun to try and do my own interpretation of that song. I think it's really pretty. Get out of here, Binder. natural. Where does it go after that G? I guess I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself. We'll see. Maybe I'll just take a little break, and when I come back, we'll see what we might want to do. Could we, if there's a mod that's available, could we do a poll to see if people would prefer me play video game tracks or some sort of improv loop? Let me know if there's something that you guys want to hear. But since we are at over 2.5 hours now, I'm going to take a quick break and do some stretch rings. I learned that in my Japanese learning app today. Suttorechi. Suttorechi oshimasu. But then I'll be right back. Thank you again, everybody. I really appreciate all the support and letting me try out some new stuff. You be the best. Oh, I gotta pause the old track. There we go. All right, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you. Poll is up for anyone who wants to vote on what you would like to hear next on stream. There's no wrong answer. Are you guys purposely tying the pole? I know that's happened a few times. I mean, it makes me happy to see, of course. I always feel like kind of a tug and pull between going in between the two. Yep, we're tied again. Y'all are so funny. It's a tie. How about then, I'm gonna try one more improv loop and then we'll do some video game tracks to end. Let's see. I think... Also, my shadow, thank you. Were you that dono? Are you trying to tell me something with the duo smiley? I came out of lurk to make it a tie. Well, it makes me happy again. Like I really hope people enjoy both aspects of what I do on stream. Again, I worry sometimes they're too different, but it means a lot that people seem to enjoy both. So I think what I'm going to try and do now is people are encouraging me to do my violin loops live at shows. So why don't we start something only using the violin and see what I can do. Oh. You should always play what makes you happy. It's like, it sounds silly, but it's hard for me to figure out what that is sometimes. I often, not just with music, but with everything, try to predict like what other people want to make them happy. Because I'm a people pleaser and I've always been that way. And on Twitch, I feel that too. So, I don't know. I know I do like all of these things, which is why they are available as options on the channel. But, you know, just finding that balance is hard sometimes. So, if I'm live looping at a venue, I'd probably start with pizzicato. What if I did like... That'd be easier to do down here. We're just gonna go with it and see what happens. So that's 3-4. It's been a rough weekend, but Joe's streams really help. Oh, you guys. Well, first, I'm sorry to hear that you had a rough weekend, and I'm glad that this small thing I can do might be able to help with that. You guys help me, I think, so much more than you might realize. Someone in the YouTube land, I'm probably way late on this, they asked if I could do See You Again. Do you mean that song with Charlie Puth? I actually have a quick story about that song. I like totally forgot this happened, but it was so cute and like heartwarming in that you can connect with so many people that you just walk by on the street and you don't realize it. So I was in New York City. I was traveling there for a wedding, and there was a lot of not happy things happening in my life at that point. Still good things, but there was some troubled waters, we'll say. And I got in really late because it was a cheap flight, and I got in a taxi, and we're driving down to where I'm meeting up with my family for this wedding. And that song was on the radio, See You Again. And I started like singing it really quietly under my breath. And the taxi driver started singing it too, really quietly under his breath. And we never spoke. We just did that chorus a couple times together, and that was it. And it was really sweet. I like always remember that. It was, you know, a weird, funny little moment, but yeah. Anyway. For Nolan Boy, welcome. Galaxy Ghost, welcome. How are you today? Let's see. So I need, what am I looking for? That thing I was working on was in 3/4, so I'll open a 3/4 template. Oh, with a fever? I'm so sorry, that stinks. I had a bad cold a little while ago, but luckily escaped fever and tested negative for COVID. I gotta get my boosters and stuff this week. But feeling better, happy to hear that. Zero ICA, welcome. How are you doing today? This one has a little beat on it. I'll just keep with it. It's simple, but it will work. To cue my pedals. So I'm hearing like a potential for 4 chords. Maybe if I go I set my pedals the wrong way. Let's stack them horizontally for now. And then if I want a B section, I'll feel like making a B section. Pet Slayer. I'm going to try and record a string and drop it in octave. I feel like I might just stop there. I don't know if it'd be interesting to regulate doing more quick short ones like this. I think that might be good for me to do. If anyone wants to name this little quick one before we do a couple video game songs to end the night, what will we name this little tune? I hope this doesn't mean something naughty. I like it though. Ad Astra. That's what I'm naming it. Please don't translate to something naughty. I feel like this song describes how I feel a lot of the time. Where it's like motivated and it's going somewhere, but it's ultimately nervous. And a little sad. Thank you guys. Well, I think I've been realizing as well that, like, if I do loops live, I can't do the full long ones that I've been doing without my equipment. So I need to get used to the idea of doing short things like this and making it something really special. So I'm gonna keep practicing that. I'm gonna make a goal of doing 2 improv loops per stream at least moving forward. Saying it out loud makes me more likely to do it. You know what? I'll put it in my weekly goals thing on my planner too. 2 improv loops. So I can give myself a check today. Hell yeah. All right, let's do a couple of video game songs and call it for the evening. Because we've been going over 3 hours now. Did your cat go to sleep? Hasn't made any more guest appearances. Yeah, I've had the door open the whole time, but Kimchi hasn't graced us with his little mews and his little face and his little paws and little cat butt. When I went on my break, he was downstairs and seemed happy. I was really enjoying Octopath Traveler. So I think I'm going to end with some Octopath Traveler stuff. Would you consider doing a loop with just your voice? I have considered. I just like am having such a hard time being okay with my singing voice lately, which means maybe I should do it. Like I would love to do loops with my violin and voice out live. So maybe I'll try that this week too. I can do it to Xanarkin for you. I do requests. I usually ask in return for a request for people to like sub or do something to support the channel, but like I still do free ones too every once in a while just because I like you guys, so it's fine. We'll do to Xanarkin. This one's good for my violin technique too, for me to practice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. That was really sweet. I don't know why everyone says that. This is my partner blanket. For Yojimbo, that was really sweet. Thank you for gifting the sub. I really appreciate that. Also, oh, octave higher. This one's definitely one of the most played on the list. I can tell it has like such a powerful like outreach. I'm glad I stumbled upon your stream. It is flat. I flattened it out. I feel like since that one was so like comfy, I should do night versions of some town themes from Octopath Traveler to wind it up for tonight. So I want to do the Brightlands, but the night version. Since you brought up the question of me doing vocal harmonies of loops in the future, I feel like this soundtrack is a really good motivator for me to like try that out. The Brightlands Octopath night theme. The P in partner is folded and it looks like an F. No, it's my partner blanket. It's what I got in the mail. It's just my partner blanket. Oh, ow, that hurt. Oh. For Derry, I see you over on YouTube. You're not late, you're just on time. I personally haven't played Octopath Traveler. I played a lot of the games that are on the song list, but not this one. I think the gameplay for it looks really, really beautiful though. It's still very simple, like the characters are flat, but the way that they animated the world I think looks really, really beautiful. I feel like it has, I could be wrong, does it have a lot of like turn-based fighting within the game? Which I don't mind. I mean, that's where you get in like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Turn-based role-playing RPG, unique art style. Yeah, it's really pretty. With, yeah, turn-based. So that sounds right up my alley. I feel like I'll probably play it someday. I have to finish Eastward. I still have to finish Tears of the Kingdom. I've done all of the major plotline places except the Zora Kingdom yet. Hey Dom, congrats! I saw your show via your channel, but it was so awesome. I had such bad FOMO the whole weekend. I've gone to TwitchCon the last 2 years, but not this year. But I'm definitely going next year. I felt so left behind. I was like, I miss everybody. But it was awesome. It was really cool to see. Yeah, it seemed like you were busy that weekend. You and Rob, I felt like I saw on stage a couple times. Yeah, I don't know why. I was expecting it to be like in October. I know it was in October for the San Diego year. I can't remember which year. Or month, rather, for Vegas. Hey, Kimchi. I think Kimchi might be telling me it's time to wrap it up. Oh, rude. Kimchi has a new habit that is driving me crazy. During sleepy times, for me, when I'm in bed at night, he'll sometimes walk with his paws straight onto my neck and just walk across me on the bed. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he'll just cuddle up and be really sweet and fall asleep, and it's very cute. Rob and I had quite a few performances at Cap Stage. We both played with Mega Ran? Oops. My bad. But that's awesome. I hope I get to play next year. It might be, I've been practicing doing a lot more of the live loops here with just violin. Trying to make something cool. But I think this sweet little one is telling me that I need to wrap up. We have been going over 3 hours. Thank you. I've made a goal to try and do 2 improv streams at least every stream. I might start a new thing where I'm like maybe the top of every hour I do a quick improv loop like this. What I really want to get is a good octave pedal that drops my violin down live when I loop so it can sound like a cello. I think that would help a lot. But like I said, this one is settling in. Oh, you got something to tell everybody? Oh. Good boy. He's such a sweetie. I love this cat. All right. Sorry to raid right when you pop in, Dom. We've been going in over a couple hours. For Zero, I hope you take care as well. Let's see who is live, who we can be raiding. For sure, yeah. Nivex, hey! I don't know if I saw you earlier in chat. It's good to see you. I will be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Oh! I was supposed to get my new cosplay today. I did not get a delivery email. I was planning on doing a Garnet cosplay from Final Fantasy IX this week because it was supposed to arrive today. We ordered that like way back in May, right after my birthday. So I'll check in on that. Hopefully we can do the Garnet cosplays. That would be really fun. But anyway, let's find us someone to raid here. Kimchi, you're making my left arm fall asleep, buddy. You're a big boy. How about we raid? Not many musicians on right now. Oh, let's raid Closure Club. Thank you everybody so much for all the love and the support and always letting me talk openly about what I'm thinking about and what I want to try and get better with. For anyone who's new, thank you so much for giving me a chance. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Always adding new things to the song list. And if you enjoyed the stream, I hope you consider following, coming back sometime. I'm working on that new recording of Devil's Lab, and I will show you the progress on that on Thursday or Friday. Right now, I got most of it down, but here's what we got so far. And then it tracks strings Wednesday. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. Magic Factory. This is Devil's Lab from Final Fantasy VI. So this is the next video recording I'm working on. It's getting there. But if I show you the progress, it will hold me to finishing it. So I'll show you the rest of the progress I make at the end of the week on this. And maybe a cosplay. Bye guys. Thank you.